Hi, friends, wherever you are, I'm here to bring to you something very good. Something called sweeter than honey. I don't know what you think about this, but I have been blessed. And with me, Loris DeMarco is going to teach you, is going to explain to you, bring to you something sweeter than honey. Let me encourage you to keep watch. Watch together with me so we can be blessed. The Lord bless you.
Hello, my name is Loris DeMarco and I will be doing a few lessons on Sweeter Than Honey. As you can see here, I have written a book and it is called Sweeter Than Honey, and you're probably thinking, well, what has she got to say? Well, what I have to say is that I have been learning Hebrew now for the last 10 years. I've been a Christian for over 35 years. And it wasn't until I really started to learn Hebrew that I just saw some amazing insights in God's Word that I would never have seen in the English. And it's not possible actually to see it in the English. You have to study the Hebrew. But there are some fabulous things to see, and I really have such a strong desire to share it with you.
Rejoice with all your heart, O Jerusalem.
Well, let me continue now with lesson 1. What I want to share today is on the name of Yahweh. You're just going to be so amazed because there is so much in this name. First of all, what you need to see is that the Hebrew language reveals the essence. So when you have a name of a place or a person and you look at that particular name, you will see in that word the essence of that thing. Let me explain how. For example, the word cat in English is just C-A-T. Now what do you see in C-A-T? Personally, I don't see anything. I just see C-A-T and that could mean anything. But in the Hebrew, the word for cat is chatul, and the word chatul actually means a wrapper. Now, can you remember when God said to Adam, he said, I want you to name all the animals. Well, what Adam would have had to do is look at each animal and analyse it, investigate it. And what he would have seen is an animal that wraps itself around and goes to sleep. And this cat also, if you notice, it walks past you and then it wraps itself around and it comes back and it wraps itself around. And so the very essence of a cat is that it is a wrapper. But you don't see that in the word cat, do you? C-A-T, no. But in Hebrew, the word chatul actually means a wrapper. So we see that what a cat actually is a wrapper. Let me give you one more example. And that is the word for dog. Now, what does dog mean to you, D-O-G? Well, it means nothing. But the word in Hebrew is kelev. Lev means a heart. K means like. So if you put them together, kelev means like a heart. What does that mean, you ask? Well, a dog is like a heart. It loves its owner. It loves its master. It is so loyal, it is so obedient. Actually, if you look at a dog, it sits at its master's feet and it looks adoringly into his eyes. He worships his owner. He licks his hand. He will do whatever the master wants him to do. Actually, a dog is a beautiful illustration of worship. If you want to know how to worship God, just look at a dog. Look at the way he worships his master and is so obedient. So in the word kelev, you're seeing like a heart. A dog is exactly like a heart. He's loving, he's adoring. Now, with that in mind, let me take you to the name of Yahweh. But before I do, the Hebrew language or alphabet has got 22 letters. Now, out of those 22 letters, here's the 22 letters, right? I've highlighted 3 of them, the Hey, the Vav, and the Yod. Hey, Vav, and Yod. The name of Yahweh is made up of these 4 letters. Actually, there's 3 letters, but one of them has been repeated, as you can see. Now, this name of Yahweh is the personal name of God. And it's his most frequent designation in the Tanakh or the Old Testament. It appears over 5,300 times in the Old Testament. Here we are, here's Yahweh, a Yod, an H, a Vav, and an H. Now you're probably thinking, well, what does this reveal about Yahweh? Well, first of all, the H, the Hey, these 2 letters which are the same, is a female letter. The Vav and the Yod are masculine letters. Don't forget, we've been created in the image of God. So God has given us masculine and female, but it all came from him. He is the God who has everything. He's got masculine characteristics, female characteristics. He's a perfect God. Now, this is what's going to really amaze you. This is what really got me, and this is why I'm sharing this lesson. In the name of Yahweh, we've seen that it's got masculine and female, but just using those 3 letters, we can make this word, Ihyeh. See, it's got a Yod and a H, a Yod and a Hey. That word means he will be. Using the same letters, we have Hoveh. See, we have a H, a Vav, and a H, which means he is. And thirdly, we have Hayah, which is a Hey, a Yod, and a Hey, which means he was. Have you just heard? The name of Yahweh has got past, present, and future all in that name. Were you blessed by that? That is amazing. And that's in the name of Yahweh. We have past, present, and future. We have he will be, he is, and he was. I am so amazed, and this is why I had to share this with you. It's just too good to keep to myself. Now, let me teach you one other thing, and this is also very, very interesting. Ihyeh, which I've already told you is he will be, and it begins with a Yod. Now look what happens, the same word, and I'll change the Yod to an Aleph, Ehyeh. Now it becomes Ehyeh. Ihyeh, the one before, means he will be. This one, Ehyeh, means I will be. The reason I'm telling you this is because in Exodus 3:14, do you remember when Moses said to God, he said, look, when I go to the children of Israel and ask, who is it that sent me, what shall I say? And God said to him, tell him that Ehyeh, Asher, Ehyeh sent you. A lot of people, a lot of translations thinks, you read it that it is I am sent you. But let me tell you, it's not that at all. It's Ehyeh, Asher, Ehyeh. I will be who I will be. He didn't say I am who I am. You know, when somebody says to you, I am, it's like, okay, I can get a lid, I've got you, I know your essence. But with God, you cannot get the essence of God. He is too awesome. He says, I will be who I will be. You can't put a lid on that. So let me ask you, what do you need today? Do you need healing for your body? Do you have problems in your family? Do you need help from the Lord? Do you need financial help? What is your need? Well, let me tell you, you can come to Ehyeh, Asher, Ehyeh, and he is the answer to every problem you can possibly have. I hope you've been blessed today. I hope you've learned some things that you've never heard before. Please join with me again in the future, and God bless you. Shalom.